couple weeks ago, we looked at the MiniFinder Pico, which is a great personal GPS tracker that features a phone call calling system that's just not seen in any other GPS tracker. If you guys want to see that video, click right up here. One of the downsides to this GPS tracker and many others is that you have to charge the battery, which this is great to drop into a bag or put it in someone's pockets, you know, to hide. But what if you wanted to put a GPS tracker in something that already has a power source? For instance, you want to track a car. Well, the MiniFinder makes one specifically for that, and they call it the Zepto. Most cars built after 1996 have something called an OBD port, which is a port that you can usually find underneath the driver's side dash, and is the port that the MiniFinder Zepto directly plugs into to get power. But by chance that you don't have one of those ports in your car, if you have an older car, or it's not an ideal location to plug this into, they also sell a power wire which you can get professionally installed. Alright, let's check out the MiniFinder Zepto. Here are some specifications if you guys want to check these out. Opening this up, one of the very first things I noticed, this thing is really small. And actually, MiniFinder actually claims the Zepto is the smallest OBD GPS tracker on the market. I actually looked at another one a couple months ago called the Carlock. If you guys want to see that video, click right up here. That was one of the issues I had with the Carlock, is just the sheer size of it. Once you plug it in, I kept hitting it. One of the things I had to do, which you can buy this wire separately. This is just an extension wire. It's probably about 6 to 8 inches, and you can hide this much easier if you need to, but because this thing is so small, you might not even need it. So you can just see difference in size. So here's the Carlock, and here is the MiniFinder Zepto, and that is less than half the size. So let's go ahead and plug this into the car and see how it fits. So I have the extension wire currently plugged in for the Carlock, which I'm going to unplug really quick. I'm just going to hide that. I have it kind of. Let's go plug in the MiniFinder, and there you go. You can see you have a lot more room. You don't have to worry about breaking it, and you don't have to worry about it being seen by someone who's trying to steal your car. Still might be a good idea to use one of these extension wires to really get this thing out of the way and make sure it's not being seen or taken. Let's go ahead and jump into the app, which they do have on the Apple App Store and also the Google Play Store. So you have to, when you first log in, you're going to have to make a username and account if you don't already have one like I do. And you can see here the map of the United States is right there, and you can kind of see the general location of your device. I'm not going to be zooming in just for my privacy, but I'll show you everything else in here. So you go up here at the top right, and you can see all your trackers right here. And here's the Pico, which I reviewed before. If you guys want to see that video, click right up here. But we are looking at the Zepto, and it's currently in my wife's car, and she's been driving around. I believe she's at the grocery store right now. And you can see it is yellow instead of green, which means it's not in a moving situation. That it is. It does have a signal because it does have a little tiny battery in there, but eventually that battery is going to die, and it's not going to get a signal until you start up the car again. Talking about the signal, I was told that this still runs off the 2G network. Unfortunately, recently AT&T in the United States shut down their 2G network, which only leaves T-Mobile's 2G network up and running. Once T-Mobile shuts that down, this device won't work any longer. So I would like to see MiniFinder upgrade their devices to be able to work on a 3G network. Also be aware that because this does use cellular towers to communicate, there is a monthly or yearly fee that you do have to purchase with the unit. So you can go in here and you can have a couple things that you can choose from. You have your history, where you can choose from the last 3 hours, 8 hours, 24 hours, and so on. We're going to choose past 3 days, and we're going to hit view waypoints, and you kind of see where it's been. Unfortunately, I will be blocking this out just for my privacy. You can hit the back button, and then you can rename it. There's something else right now. I'm just calling it MiniFinder Zepto. And then your third option is a setup, which you can't do the setup while the device is not on, so we'll have to come back to that in a moment. Let's see what else there is in the app. You do have Geo Fences where you can create and edit your Geo Fences. I was having some trouble with this. Even though you can definitely set your Geo Fence, you are not notified when your device actually leaves your Geo Fence unless the app is actually up and running, which then you can have your active alarms. So they definitely need to fix that. Here's some more settings for your overall app. Different types of map views, keep screen alive, I guess while the app's running, you can keep it up and running. And here's your alarm settings. Here's different types of alarms. Once again, these alarms do not go off unless your app is up and running. They need to come up with some way to notify you, either via notification on the iPhone or email, or a text message. There's got to be some type of instant alert when it leaves your geofence, and it's currently not working. There's some information about the tracker. Alright, the car is moving again, so the device is powered up. So we're going to go in here into setup, and you can see the business and private setting. But this, I don't know what this is supposed to be. I know this thing's supposed to have a mileage tracker or some type of something you can do with the mileage between business and personal. But a little button like this is just not going to help you. It needs more than this, so I don't think this is fully developed just yet. And then you have your speeding alarm, which you can easily turn on and off and set the actual miles per hour that you want. Unfortunately, it is in kilometers per hour. I did not see an option to switch this to miles per hour, so you'll just have to do the math and set it to whatever you want and click apply. But that's it, guys. So there's not a lot of features to this in the app. You can go to the website where they do have additional features, but it is extremely overwhelming. There's too many buttons, too many things going on, things that you just don't know or understand, and they definitely have to simplify their whole website. It's just way too much stuff. I know they do advertise that you can have a log, a mileage log. I have not been able to find that on the website or on the app. So if that's something you're looking for, you probably won't find it in this app currently, but who knows, they might fix it in the future. If you want something like that with a mileage tracker and a very similar design, you might want to check out the Carlock, which I'll have a link down below. You guys can check that out. Alright guys, let's wrap up this video. I do appreciate MiniFinder for sending me out the MiniFinder Zepto. I do like the design. I love how small it is, but they do have a lot of work to do on their app and even more on their website. If it's just tracking that you want, just real-time tracking, this is a great device. But if you want these additional features, geofencing, the live trip logging, and additional features, it's just not there yet. They still have a lot of work to do, especially with like the notifications and that kind of thing. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I will be leaving a link down below to some pros and cons of this device. Just as they update things, I will definitely update my website, so definitely check out that link below, or I'll put one right up here also. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you on the next video.